hell yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Like, I don't understand. Like, I always tell the story of the walrus. It just never, that's the only thing I can call this man is a walrus. Like, he knew his angles. This is before that artist that made that song, you know, Girl Know Your Angles. This dude knew his angles, you know. He was a twin, and so he had his little thing, and I was like, oh, wow, he's very handsome, you know. I was like, oh, cool, you know. And
I know, you said, oh, Lord.
He is so handsome in a picture. Like, he knew his angles. Like, he knew it.
Oh, my goodness.
And when I got to his house, I said, well, I'm in the area. Let me just go ahead and see him. I sent all my friends a message like, this is where I'm at, just in case.
Oh, jeez.
Rhonda said, no, she never catfished. You're lucky. So I get to his house, and it's like, it was like the ultimate bachelor pad, like the broke bachelor pad. Like, the couch was like, you know, somebody he got it out the alley and somebody gave it to him. It had been handed down like 20 minutes times
I'm
over.
dealing with this.
He had a beautiful pit. I loved his pit.
I'd give it some chocolate.
No.
Hey, dog.
And then when he answered the door, I'm like, I know it's him because I recognize the face, but and I love a big boy, but don't let me know that you're big in the beginning so I can be like, okay, cool, but don't surprise me with the big. And that's what he did. He was like, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, we can't both be doing this. You know, I was like, okay, I gave you the now picture, the past, the present, excuse me, the full body, the bald headed, the hair. I gave you all of it so you know
what you're dealing with. Absolutely.
And he gave me angles and he had an extra piece of fat on the back of his
my goodness
head thing. He had like stuff on his teeth.
I never knew that's what you was calling walrus.
He had the foaming at the mouth routine.
Yes, he know.
And then he was like, you know, well, what don't you like in a dude? And I'm just thinking, everything that your ass is. What I told. His house smelled stale.
Oh, see, no.
So I said, well, Edger, you over here. Let's just, he was
watching.
Oh,
no.
21 Jump Street was on, and I hadn't seen it. And I was like, dang, I really wanted to see it. And he was like, we can watch a movie. I was like, bet. He got 2 couches. So as long as you stay your ass on that couch, I'm going to be on this couch. We good. The dog was over there by me. I was like, good. I couldn't play with the dog. And I watched the movie. And afterwards, he was like, well, you know, what don't you like in a guy? I was like, you really want to know the question? He's like, yeah. The spit forms at the corners of your mouth.
That Beethoven? No, baby, that Beethoven is...
If you bite your nails all the way down to the quick, he was like, I stopped doing that. I want to say so bad, but you still got that mess. Oh, man, if I could curse. You still got the sugar honey iced tea right there on the sides of your corner of your mouth, so that's still nasty. And then he was trying to reach in for a kiss. The hell?
Oh, my girl.
Nah, we not going to,
Oh my goodness, you are good because you stayed for the.
I did stay for the. It was a good
movie. So know ye thine self, because listen. You are, I wouldn't have said anything. My facial expression, I know me, would have given it all away. Girl. But the moment I smelled, I don't know what would have been first, the mess, the foam, the stench, whatever. I was not, because I'm very particular about where I sit, where I eat, where I am not. So my thing is this: I'm not even going inside. I'm not even about to pretend like I'm about to do this. I'm gonna wait outside for my Uber to come back and pick. First of all, our first meeting ain't gonna be for me seeing you at your house. So if I pull up on the scene, I'm like, is this really Mitch? Okay, I'm gone. And I'm gonna have to send you a message. No, see, you on that bull junkie, and so am I. I'm up.
This Ronte, he is cracking on you. He was like, y'all know y'all love that Beethoven. No, we don't. That's
no, I don't. I can't even.
Then he said, Jay, you would have stayed.
Ronte, you don't know me too. You don't know this one here. You don't know me. Listen, let me tell you. No, I am the wrong one. I wouldn't have said nothing rude or mean. But I'm not doing it. If the way she just described that couch, there was no way I was sitting on. It
was just like,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
It had been passed. It was the couch off of How to act like a man and think like a woman, or think like a man and act
like
a woman. It was that couch, the teenage couch. They had got out the alley and stuff. That had been. It was. I swear to God, he had 2 of these things, and I was just like, man.
I mean, my thing is this. Here, my personal thing. You don't have to be rich, but you can't be poor, broke, and starving either. Because I'm over the poor, broke, and starving phase. I'm over it. I can be poor, broke, and starving by myself. Yeah. Like, I'm not. At this point in my life, I'm not looking for, and I'm not accepting, oh, well, you know, I'm still trying to get a record deal. If you ain't got a record deal by 50, you're not getting a record deal. So, therefore, listen, I'm not trying to knock your dreams, and I'm never going to knock your dreams. I'm just not going to be there for them when they mature. So, if they mature, yay, you made it. But guess what? I'm going to be over here somewhere rocking out, doing my own thing. I'm not gonna do it. I've never been catfished. So lucky. Because I don't.
You don't go on dates and stuff.
Right,
you
don't like people. That's exactly why I don't like.
I'm gonna set you up or something.
No.
Why not? You set me up.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. As you're giving your number, please. He's calling and texting me. Please, E, give him your number. I'm like, he really likes you. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
And you fell for it.
I fell for it.
Stop listening to me.
I stopped. Shit, thank God she ain't suggest nobody else. I'm like, you know what? I said, this right here. I had to put him on the block list.
Man. But no, I don't do dating sites. I don't do, I really don't like meeting. I hate, first of all, I absolutely loathe. I hate dating. I hate meeting new people. So if I'm going to meet somebody, then I like to meet people like, in the real world. But like, I'm really not a big social media fan. I've only met one person off of social media.
I was
right. And I mean, and it was a coolest because he was definitely true to form. So, but I wouldn't take, he was true to form. Attitude wise, everything, personality wise.
Height.
Right, everything. He was true. He was true. He was true to form with He was true to form with everything. So that made it a cool experience. But you don't get people like that all the time. So I'm like, I just wouldn't. So I'm like, I don't do the inbox thing. Like, so I'm just not the social media person. I'm not the dating site person. So I've never been catfished, and I don't. Just because of stories like this, I'm just like, I don't want to be sitting up here getting my hopes up high, thinking I got Prince Charming, now you a mutant. I'm like, oh, so I done wasted all of these months, wasting sleep, talking on the phone all night long and all this and that, and then I see you and you a decrepit mutant. No.
The one talking about so what happened to the guy? You see, I'm still single, don't you, Juan? That's what happened to his ass at the block. I left his house. He was like, he went in for a kiss. I was like,
oh, and then with the Beethoven. Oh, my goodness.
Like,
all I saw was all that.
Can you wait right there? Because you got a really good parking space. Let me go get my car. And he asked me, could I go to the cleaners and get his dry cleaner for him? Because he had a good parking spot and he didn't want to move his car. I was like, you must be out your rabbit ass mind.
See, and I tell y'all all the time, E is the one. She is deep because I'm not like, I am not like, she's good. I would have been gone as soon as, if he opened the door, you standing there looking sloppy and I wasn't expecting sloppy, I'm not going to be able to do this.
I'm going to just, because
I'm not going to be able to do it.
So I had on my scrubs and I was like, well, I'm in the area. Let me just go ahead and, meet up. Because I didn't want to meet up when he first wanted to meet up. It was late at night and I had made it downtown and I was like, you know what? Nah, he might kidnap me or something. So no, I'm not going to do it. So I wait till, the daytime and I was in the area. I went. But I have seen the creature features. I had, what's the dude, the Clumps, what's his name?
Sherman Clump.
Sherman, oh, God, I had a Sherman. Oh my God. And I love big boys. I love a big boy. I don't like a half big boy. Like, you half big, you confused. You half big, you skinny. So, and then you got long titties and you got, you know, a belly. But then, you know, it's like, what the hell? Which one do you want to be? You can't straddle the fence. I don't like to straddle the fence big boys. I like a big boy or you know, you're medium build. It's either or. It can't be I'm going to stay in the middle. No. And so Sherman, I said, you know what, Edra? I went to how I was in high school. I said, I'm going to just deal with the person because they're nice. Instead of how you look at everything. I'm going to just, you know, I was really, this is one of my desperation moments, right?
Ooh, Lord.
And lo and behold, the dude happened to live across the street from me. I didn't know. We met online and he just happened to live across the street from me. I said, okay, you know, I said, sure, let me see his place. I went over his house.
I don't know how you.
No furniture in the front room. I was like, and you a truck driver, he made some money. Like, where's your furniture? And so then, one of my adopted moms, she was like, Edra, when you lay down with a person, think about if you get pregnant, what would your child look like?
Poor.
So
he ain't even got a couch. Poor. That's what it's gonna look like. Poor and struggling.
So I had went on. I'm notorious of going on Facebook and figuring out who you are and what you look like. So I went online and I saw his daughter. The hell! That was a little booger. Oh, we got
Thank you for calling the J Spot. This is Jay. Announce your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Dee from the Shy, baby.
Hey, Dee. What's your comment? Have you ever been catfished?
You know what? I have never been catfished, but I catfished somebody else.
Oh, you gotta tell us. What did you do?
You know what? I think it's embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell y'all because y'all, you know exactly who I am. So
I know who you are.
So I know you do, but I can tell y'all, like. So I actually. You know, I was talking to this guy. I met this guy. He was really, really cute on the train. This was years ago. I met him on the train, real cute and everything. Okay, cool. You know, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, hook up with him and go out or whatever. So he told me, he was like, listen, well, we were just talking. And it was just a couple of things before I met him. It was a couple of things I started not to like when he was just talking. Like, he smoked. I was like, ooh, he smoked. Ugh, nah. I mean, but this brother was fine, man. I was like, man, okay, maybe I can probably just get over the little smoke because he was that fine.
Mm-hmm.
So he just started talking about a couple other things, and I don't know. It was some crazy stuff. But anyway, let me just say, needless to say, he told me let's meet at this restaurant or whatever. He's going to be, you know, there waiting on me. And I pretty much catfished him, and I stopped taking his call. Due to a couple of other things. One, he smoked. Two, he was telling me that he had to use the athlete's powder to put in his feet. I can't stand stinky feet.
He got athlete's foot. That's bacteria.
Jeez, Louise. Okay, I cannot.
It's just some things you don't talk to a person over the phone and tell them. Like I said, this brother was phone.
At least he told you that, though.
Yeah,
no,
Girl, I had a dude that took his nipple, right? And squazzed it, talking about some, he got breast milk too, and squazzed it. And like the little pour oil came out, and I just was like,
oh my goodness. No.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, Dee. You have a good one. Thank you. We appreciate it.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, wait a minute. First of all, Dee is too fine to be trying to catfish somebody. She don't have to be catfishing nobody. She look good. I know exactly who she is, but obviously this brother had something going on that she wanted to pretend somebody to be somebody else, but she ain't had to. But I'm just like, you with the nipple thing. Wait, did you meet him on social media too?
No.
You met him in real life?
I met him in real
Oh,
life.
Lord, have mercy.
He was a friend of my ex-husband, right? So this is before, like, we had even got married. And I had moved out of town, and he called me up and was like, I was just thinking about, I said, how'd you get my number? He was like, oh, you know, brother gave me a number. I was like, oh, he's stupid. I said, oh, okay, because I knew what was what, you know. And then he started speaking to me in Spanish, and I was like, Man, you know,
language
I
of
like,
love.
you know. And then he was like, I said, are you from New York? He was like, no, I just like their accent. I was like, that should have been a check right there because now you fronting.
Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, be yourself. Oh.
Like, okay. And so I had moved back up here because I was like, Dad, I called my dad. I said, Dad, I can't be down here. You know, I got a job, but, you know, it's just too hard. And my dad was like, where you want to go to? I was like, send me back to Chicago. He said, Beck, go get your ticket. I got you. I said, okay. So I came back to Chicago and I moved in with him. And, you know, I love doing massage. And then when I went to give him a foot massage, he was like, oh, I got athlete's foot. You can't touch it. I was like, and then when he was like, you want to see something funny? I was like, sure. And then he took his purple nipple. And then he squeezed that purple thing. I was just like,
oh my God. See, you deal with a lot. Because, see, let me tell you, my ignorant meter is just not for, it's just not. So we're going to transition into our next, because you actually brought up something